My child, I have just finished digging multiple graves, and now it's time to tell you why I dug them and for whom. There's one more reason though, a reason I'm sharing this now. I want you to have time to say goodbye to those people in your life, the ones for whom I've dug these graves. You may wonder, who are these people? Why did I do this? I know this is all confusing, but stay with me for just a moment longer. You deserve to know. I've wanted to tell you this for a long time. It weighed heavily on my heart, but I kept putting it off. I told myself, once the digging is done, once the task is complete, then it will be the right time to share everything. I kept waiting. I kept thinking that once I finished, it would be the perfect moment to reveal the truth. But now, the task is done, and there's no more time to wait. If I kept this truth from you any longer, you might never get the chance to say goodbye to the people for whom I've dug these graves. To be honest, I don't want that for you. I want you to have the chance, the sacred opportunity, to say one final goodbye. I want you to have the space to speak from your heart, to let go or hold on in your own way. This is your moment. But there's more. This isn't just about goodbyes. It's about closure, a gift that most never receive. It's a chance that comes only once in a lifetime, if ever. And you, my child, are being given that moment because you deserve it. I know you're confused. You want to know who, why, and why now. I understand. But give me just 7 minutes. 7 minutes and everything will become clear. Let's begin, my child. Before I reveal who these graves are for, there's something important I must tell you first. I know for sure, deep in my heart, that when the time comes to lay each person in these graves, you will feel a wave of relief, not sadness, not fear, relief. A long-awaited breath and even happiness. I see it clearly, you standing there, eyes wide with emotion, as each grave is filled. Then the tears will come, but not tears of heartbreak. These will be tears of release, of freedom, of joy. You'll cry, yes, but you'll also be thanking me because deep down, you'll know it was time. It had to be done. Someone had to do it for you. I know you're confused right now. You're asking, why would I feel happy? Why graves? Why now? Your mind is racing and nothing makes sense. But stay with me, my child. The answers are coming. Everything you need to know will be revealed. Just give me a few minutes and I promise the truth will unfold. Let's begin, my child. Let me start by telling you something that may surprise you. The graves I prepared, the ones you've been so curious about, they are not for the people you feared losing. They are not for the ones you love or the ones who stood by you in your hardest moments. These graves are for the enemies that have haunted your life, the invisible ones. The ones that stole your peace, your joy, and your rest. The first grave is for your struggles. Yes, those struggles, the ones that snuck into your nights and stole your sleep, the ones that made you question your worth, your purpose, and even my presence in your life. You've carried those heavy burdens in silence, trying to stay strong while your spirit felt like it was shattering. You smiled when you wanted to scream. You held yourself together when everything inside of you was falling apart. But I was watching. I was listening. I heard every silent prayer whispered in the dark. I saw every tear you thought no one would notice. Now it's time for justice, not the kind the world gives, but the kind I give. As it says in Psalm 34 verse 17, the righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them, He delivers them from all their troubles. My child, I have heard you. I have moved. This first grave marks the end of your battles. The struggle ends here. This is the moment everything shifts. And here's the powerful truth. You will place the final stone. You will see your own freedom. You'll know that this grave holds no power over you anymore. But don't turn away yet. Don't rest just yet. Before we close this grave for good, I must show you what lies in the next one. The second revelation is coming, and it will stir your soul in ways you don't expect. Stay with me, my child. The truth is only beginning to rise. My child, come closer. Now, for the second grave I've prepared, it is not just for burial. It's for release. This grave, my beloved, is for your pains. I know the ache you've carried for so long. I have felt the weight pressing down on your chest in the quiet hours of the night. I've seen you hold it all in, those wounds others gave you and the ones you've buried so deep that you've even hidden them from yourself. You've convinced yourself that enduring the pain, smiling through it, and walking with wounded feet was somehow a sign of strength and faith. You thought if you kept moving forward, the pain would fade on its own. But listen to me now, I never asked you to carry that burden alone. My heart has always been with you, aching with yours. Through every heartbreak, every betrayal, every disappointment, I saw it all. I was there with you in your darkest moments, and my love for you has never wavered. Do you remember my promise in Isaiah 53 verse 4? Surely He has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. My Son took your pain to the cross so you could leave it behind, not carry it like a heavy badge of endurance. This grave, it's sacred. It's where your grief will find rest. It's where the betrayal, the rejection, the heartbreaks, and all the quiet sufferings will be buried in the soil of my mercy. You don't need to keep replaying the hurt. You don't have to carry the weight anymore. It ends here. And when the final stone is placed over this second grave, know this. Healing isn't just coming, it has already begun. You are free. You are no longer bound by what has hurt you. Let the weight of the past fall away and step forward into the peace and freedom that are already yours. My precious child, this is not the end. There is still one more grave, and what it holds is not just the key to your healing, it is the doorway to your transformation. This grave will not only set your heart free, but it will awaken your spirit in ways you have never imagined. Are you ready to know what I am putting to rest next? Stay close. Everything is about to change. Now, my child, we stand before the third grave. This one, it's the most sacred of them all. This is not just any grave. It is holy ground. Because here, I am laying to rest something that has quietly fought against your soul for far too long, your doubts. Yes, my beloved, I am talking about those quiet voices that crept into your heart when you were at your weakest, the ones that whispered, maybe his timing is off, or maybe I'm not good enough for the promise, or even, maybe he's forgotten me. I know them all. I heard every question. I know the doubts that you kept hidden, the ones you were too afraid to speak aloud. You tried to push them away, to ignore them, but they stayed with you, lingering in the shadows of your thoughts, clouding your belief. You wondered if the promise would ever come true. You wondered if you were worthy enough to receive it. But hear me now, my child, those doubts are finished. They no longer have a hold over you. As the stone is laid over this grave, so too are those doubts buried deep beneath the earth. No more second-guessing. No more wondering if you're enough. No more fear that I have forgotten you. I have never left you. I have always been right here, working in ways you couldn't see, preparing you for what's to come. This is the moment when your faith becomes unshakable. This is the moment when you begin to walk forward, not in fear but in boldness. The doubt that once kept you chained is now gone, replaced with the certainty of my love, my promises, and my perfect timing. Now, my child, take a deep breath. Feel the weight of those doubts lift off your shoulders. You are free. You are ready. The future ahead of you is clear, and the promises I have made to you are already in motion. With this grave, everything changes. You are stepping into your new beginning, full of faith, full of confidence, and full of trust in me. My child, these doubts, these heavy, painful doubts, came like a storm. They arrived when your prayers seemed unanswered, when the door slammed shut, and the love you thought would last fell apart. That's when you looked up with trembling faith and asked, Lord, do you still see me? And my answer to you now and forever is this: yes, I see you. I have always seen you, even in the silence, even in the waiting, even when you questioned everything. I never looked away. But now, my beloved, it is time to bury those doubts once and for all. No more second-guessing my love for you. No more wondering if the promise I made to you still stands. I know that you've been caught in a storm of doubt, tossed back and forth like a wave, unsure of where to turn. I know you've struggled with fear, confusion, and uncertainty. But this is the moment when all of that ends. As it is written in James 1 verse 6, but when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. For too long you've been tossed in the wind. You've been twisted by spiritual unrest. The storm has raged long enough, my child. I am offering you something different now, something peaceful. A peace that the world can't give. It's time to stand firm, to trust completely, and to stop questioning my plans for you. I'm asking you, my child, to take the shovel of your faith and help me bury these doubts. Together we will lay them to rest in this grave. As the soil covers them, know that they are gone, gone for good. What comes next, my dear one, is something you have been waiting for. After the burial comes the resurrection. Something great is coming. Something new. Something only I can bring. The doubts that have held you back will now be replaced with a renewed sense of purpose. The storm will pass and you will stand tall, knowing that you are anchored in my love and truth. Don't miss what is about to rise from this grave. What I have in store for you will far exceed anything you could imagine. So pick up that shovel. Let's bury those doubts once and for all. And prepare for what's next. A new chapter is beginning, a chapter where faith, peace, and trust will lead you to the beautiful future I have planned for you. My child, I see the weight you're carrying. I know that some days it feels like the path ahead is blocked. When that happens, I know you whisper to me, Lord, what else should I do? I want you to know, my beloved, that you are never alone in these moments. Let me remind you of a story from long ago. Do you remember Abraham? I asked him to wait for a promise that was so dear to him, a promise he had longed for his entire life. That season of waiting could have stopped him right where he stood. He could have asked, "What more can I possibly do?" and given up. But instead, Abraham did something powerful. He didn't let the weight of his waiting paralyze him. He turned his eyes toward me, his trust in me stronger than his doubt. Step by step, he moved forward, even when the path seemed unclear. Think about Daniel. He faced something terrifying, being thrown into the lion's den. Fear could have taken over him. The very thought of those lions could have frozen his heart. But Daniel didn't focus on the lions. He didn't panic or cry out, "What more, Lord?" He chose a different path. He focused on me. In the face of danger, Daniel trusted me. And instead of running or giving up, he walked forward in faith. My beloved, there is a purpose for everything I allow in your life. Nothing happens by accident. Even the moments when you feel stuck, when you don't know what to do next, are part of my plan. I understand that it's hard when the way forward isn't clear. But when you feel that way, don't just stare at the problem. Don't focus on the situation. Lock eyes with me. I am here, always, and I will show you the way. Remember, every moment of your journey has a greater purpose. Each step, no matter how small, is for my glory. You already know this deep inside you, my child. So hold on. Trust me. Believe in my timing, even when it's hard, even when the road is uncertain. Keep moving forward with faith. You are never alone on this path. I am walking with you every step of the way. My child, I know you've been through more than most people could ever imagine. If only others knew even half of what you've carried, the tears you've cried in silence, the storms you faced when no one else was around to see. I've watched it all, my beloved. I've seen how you stood strong for others even when they were falling apart. You gave love when it wasn't returned. You stayed loyal when you were hurt. All you ever asked for was honesty, just a little loyalty, just for the love you gave to be given back. I know how deeply you've been wounded. Your heart is pure, and that's why the pain cuts so deep. You've opened your home to others even when your own heart was broken. You carried burdens that weren't even yours to bear. You became the strength for others when you didn't have any left for yourself. And still, you worship me. Still, you lift your hands in praise. Through all the hurt and confusion, you whispered, "Thank you." Even when your heart felt heavy with grief. I want you to know, my child, that I have never turned my eyes away from you. I have never left your side. Even in your darkest moments, I have seen your faith, your endurance, your unwavering love. And I want you to hear this clearly, you are not just going through this season. You are coming out of it. You have walked through the fire, but now you will rise from the ashes stronger and more radiant than ever before. This year, my hand will touch your entire household. Healing is coming. Breakthrough is on the way. Blessings will overflow, not just for you, but for everyone you love. I know you've waited long, my beloved. But hold on just a little longer. Your reward is near. The struggles you've faced, the pain you've carried, the love you've given, it's all about to be transformed. I am with you. And my plans for you are full of hope and restoration. Keep trusting. Keep believing. The breakthrough is coming. My child, listen closely to what I'm about to say. You are not cursed. You are blessed. You are chosen, set apart, and marked with my love. You are not defeated. You are an overcomer. You carry royal blood through Christ. You are part of a royal priesthood, walking with divine authority. The enemy, he is beneath your feet. I've already redeemed you through the blood of my Son. You are free from the curse of the law. Remember this: greater is the one who lives in you than the one who is in the world. No weapon formed against you will succeed, not even one. And when sickness tries to come near you, hold on to this truth: by his stripes, you are healed. You have power, my child, because the Holy Spirit is with you. You are not weak. You are fully equipped. Be careful with your words, because life and death are in the power of your tongue. Don't agree with the lies the enemy whispers. Reject them. Cast down every wicked thought that rises up against the truth you know about me. This is a battle for your mind. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose will be loosed. You are seated with me in heavenly places. Believe this. Walk in it. This is spiritual warfare. And never forget this: the truth will set you free. Without faith, it is impossible to please me. So stand firm, my child. Trust me. Hold fast to my promises. Victory is already yours. My beloved child, listen closely to what I'm telling you. I need you to remember something important, something that will carry you through every season of your life. I am with you. Not just when everything is going perfectly. Not just when the sun is shining and everything feels easy. I am with you even when you're struggling. Even when it feels like you're barely holding on. When life lifts you high, when you're filled with joy, I'm right there celebrating with you. But when life knocks you down, when you're in pain, I'm holding you even closer. Through the good times and the bad times, through the laughter and the tears, I will never leave your side. I walk with you in moments of blessing, and I carry you in moments of trial. There is not a single step you take that I do not already know. No matter what you're facing, no matter how heavy the burden, how confusing the path, how dark the night, I am right here beside you. My love for you is unshakable. It has no limit. It has no boundaries. It never stops. I will never let you go. Even when you can't feel me beside you, trust this: I am working. I am taking care of you. I will be faithful to you in every season, whether it's winter or spring, storm or calm. I am your constant in every moment. You are never alone. You are always held. You are always loved.